So I'd like you to please sit back in your seat and allow yourself to unwind by breathing deeply through your nose and out your mouth, one long breath after another. Feel that breath enter to the edges of your body and slowly release the tension through your breath, through your mouth. Continue this for a few moments. If you have stress in your neck or other parts of your body, take a moment to stretch or move those muscles so your body can be fully present. Watch yourself unfold, possibly for the first time in a week, as you breathe into the tense parts of your body and release that tension. Take a few more deep breaths and release, and settle back into your seat. You are going on a short journey of release and self-love to heal and to accept yourself. Now imagine a warm, comfortable, and sunny day in the summer. You find yourself in a meadow, and you walk towards these wonderful scents of flowers and fresh water. And you happen upon a small, lovely garden of many beautiful flowers and trees. There are a few paths, but you can breathe. The breeze brings in wonderful aromas of fresh water and the floral scent. The trees are gently swaying in the wind and adding a certain whoosh of sound. There is a babbling brook nearby, which empties into a pond. Have a seat on the bench nearby. To remind you, this is your safe place. This is a sacred place. Is there an altar? Perhaps you have objects which represent the people who have loved you in the past, those who have gone on to the great beyond, and the ones who love you now. Perhaps you've had very good experiences and you have some objects to represent those. Place these items on the altar, and if you would like, add in a companion animal you love. Now just take a moment and take that in. And now you have a task to do. You know you haven't always felt this safe. You've been through some very difficult and very challenging experiences. You also have known pain, fear, loss, and even terror and panic. Take a moment and identify at least one experience that you would like to let go. Whatever it was, you have come here to release that experience, whether a trauma that was just a part of living life or a sustained, life-changing, and deep trauma. You have felt alone, so very alone. Now look down on the ground. You will find a stone that represents this experience. It may look amorphous, oddly shaped, or even a pleasant-looking stone that hides hidden dangers. It scares you, but you do recognize it as your trauma. A large part of you wants to avoid this, but since this is a healing garden, you recognize that you can, in fact, pick it up to let it go. Your lesson has been learned and it's time. Pick up the stone as much as it's uncomfortable or brings up pain and carry it over to the brook. Throw it in. The brook not only absorbs this energy, but disintegrates the stone. It blows up. It's no longer part of your life. And the brook carries its remnants, this horrible experience, away into the pond where it is completely neutralized. This experience cannot come back. It cannot hurt you. And it cannot repeat its harm. Let go of the fear and the worry. Be assured that you can move on without it, and that it no longer needs to define you in a negative way. If there are other parts of this experience, you can always come back to this garden, find that negative stone, and release it into the brook. Now go back and sit on the bench near the altar. Please take a moment now and think about whatever lesson you may have learned. As hard as the experience was, maybe you learned to be more compassionate and empathetic. Or maybe you learned something you never believed before, that you had resilience, insight, and even strength. Or perhaps you don't see the lesson at all, and it's really annoying to think of it as a stupid gift. All responses are welcomed and understood. And as you look at the altar, you remember, maybe, just maybe, you were never alone. All who have loved you, have always loved you, and love you now, have held you in their arms with love. Please accept that love. Feel it in your body. Take a moment to be with that. Leave all of that behind, including the experience, and come back into the sanctuary. Take a few minutes to fully come back. Feel the back of the chair, take a deep breath, feel your feet on the ground, surrounded by your friends, and a sense of being loved, and to understand that you are accepted here, you belong here, you are safe here. Take a couple of deep breaths and release whatever is left over from this experience. One more. You made it. Welcome back.